Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Fellowship on the Trail. Today we are at Rocky Ridge out in York, Pennsylvania. This is the parking area, as you can see. So today I want to show you the fun things you can do here. It's easy access to get to. It's a simple drive up into the mountain. They have amazing views and they have a lot of stuff for the family to do throughout the year. So to start off, as you can see, we have a huge parking area. So if you're worried about finding parking, don't be. I'm gonna start you up on the more scenic route, which is the entrance up at the top. They have sections down at the front, which I'll get to later in the video. And those are more family friendly. They're just short little walks. They have playgrounds, they got views still, but it's not as challenging as up in here. As you can see, we are already getting into the woods. The paving is beautiful. As you're going, there are many side trails. It's awesome for that reason, but there's tons of branch offs. As you're going down the main path, it will branch to different sides, like the right or the left, and it'll have cool little side trails for you to take. Ultimately, all of them will lead back to the parking lot. So on this main trail, we have white blazes. Now, throughout, I do believe these blazes change colors. Purple, if you can see that. Right there, it's like a little boop, boop, triangle. So this is a branch off trail, which is one of the many, but each one will have its own color and shape blaze. All right, so we have gotten to a new side trail. I'm gonna take it, and it looks like it's gonna be a rocky, fun one. So let's go. This is the blue triangled. So here we are at the end of the blue triangle. We have come out at a new path. What would you call this? Magenta? Purple? Purple magenta rectangle. So let's take this going down the mountain, see where it goes. So a really cool thing, this has actually saved my butt. You might not think this is a handy thing to do, but believe me, it is. I was walking down this trail here, and from the imprints, like, you can tell the wear in the trail is like this wide. So it led me to believe that this is more than likely a biking trail. And I just passed a little spot, and as you can see, down here, like right here, there's faint signs of tread going in a straight line. I was on the Appalachian Trail about a year or two ago, and I got to a section where it split, and I had nothing. I had no map. My phone was dead, so I couldn't see which direction it was. There were no blazes for a quarter of a mile in each direction. What I did, I knew one of them was for biking only, and the other one was for hikers. And I actually went up both trails looking at the ground until I saw the faintest marks of bike tire tread, which told me that was the biking trail, and I had to go back and go on the other one because that was the AT. Sure enough, I got up there, and within that quarter mile, or just after that quarter mile, I found my first blaze, and it saved my butt. You'd be surprised where little observational tricks come in handy to keep you where you need to be. All right, we are on the upswing. We walked down the mountain, and now we gotta walk back up. So, if you want your exercise, this part of the trail will give you some good cardio. Woohoo! See, didn't I tell you? All trails lead back to the main one. And if you're ready, I'm ready. we're about to see our first view. If you are enjoying this and want to see more of it, I encourage you to click the like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I'll be sharing even more hikes like this, more adventures, more things that people like you can do as easy as getting out into your backyard and just going. And I also will be throwing in fun random things all from everywhere that are just fun little pop-up events. So one coming up is an interesting cirque, and that'll be in July. So look forward to that video coming up real soon. All right, so here's view number 1 of the 2 views that I think you should see when you get here to Rocky Ridge. One downside is that it is right out here in the sun. So if it's a hot day like today, you might fry just a little bit. However, to keep you refreshed and energized, all along this section in here, these are all raspberry bushes. So you can pick fruit, get energized, and beat the sun. Just like that, we are back, circled around into the parking lot. Now, that is the more fun hike if you want to get into the nature part. Now what I want to do is I want to take you down to the other end and show you where more of the family area is, and you got picnic areas, playgrounds, all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to take you down there next. Here we go. This is where we currently are. This is the parking area. So here's the trail that I was taking you on. It's the White Blaze. We went in, followed it up. We took trail 8, which is the Purple Blaze, took it down, connected into the blue trail, went all the way around the blue, connected back into here, back into the blue, and then we reconnected in and followed the trail all the way around through here. This is a little pond area. It's all kind of dried up now, but that's where the raspberries were. Back to the parking lot. And now we're on the lower end, and I'm going to take you down into more of these trails right down here. There's all of our pavilions and picnic areas. So yeah, memorize it. That way you will not get lost when you come down. So we've got a cool little playground in there. I don't know what that thing's called, but you can like weave in and out of all the wires. You got a playground over there, giant pavilion where you can have the picnics. You got bathrooms up there, more pavilions going up that direction. Okay, so here is a closer look of the pavilions without all the people and distractions over there. This one's empty, so you can actually get a good see of the layout. So you got your nifty little cooking grill, pin oak shelter, that's the name of this one. But it's really nice. You got a bunch of picnic tables in here. You got more grills. Over there you got horseshoes, so you can play games. And then if it's cold out, you got this huge spot that you can make a big roaring fire to stay warm by. And it's all right next door to the restrooms, which are right here. And let's have a look-see inside so you can see what the conditions are of the bathrooms here. Now, if I remember correctly, it's usually really nice inside. Yeah, so exactly how I remembered. You got all these. Well, that got awkward real quickly. Turns out there was somebody in the stall in there. That was probably really weird for him. So a cool thing to note about this park is every year around Christmas time, this entire area that you see where I'm walking, going back in, going up through, it is a huge Christmas candy lane area. They have lights everywhere. All of these trails are lit up. They have decorations everywhere. There's lights strung through the trees. There are stand-up like nutcracker sweet people, snowmen, penguins, polar bears, Santa Claus, and everything has lights all over it. It has actually gotten so much better over the years. It used to be real small, and they've just grown it and gotten bigger and bigger every single year. And now it is just this amazing thing, and it's really not that expensive. So if you have a desire to go out and do something this Christmas, this is something I'd highly recommend. Not only is it cool for the lights, but they also have food. So one of the buildings will have like snacks, popcorn, hot dogs, hot chocolate, I think even apple cider. But yeah, they have all the goodies to make your visit for Candyland that much better. Now we come down to this section. We have paved trail. So it's not all bumpy and rocky. They actually have all of it paved, and it goes down to the other end of the park where there's a few more pavilions and another playground. And on the other side, across the street over there, they even have a spot for all y'all meatheads that want to get a good pump on. It's a workout route, and it's actually designed for getting like a high-end cardio HIIT program. All right, so we made it to the front entrance, and behind me, if you can see it, so that is the entrance that they use during the Christmas Magic event, and it gets all lit up, and they have Christmas presents and Christmas trees out in the front, and you drive through it, and all of it's just lit up. So just wanted to show you that because it's really cool. Here we are. This is the lower end with another little play area, more pavilions. If you're not much into the bigger crowds, this is where you probably want to go. This is all empty. Big parking lot. You can meet up with your friends here, other families. You got little picnic benches here that you can sit at and relax in the shade while the kids are playing. So it's just all around a really nice spot. If you're looking for a place to come with the family, this is a good one. Now, let's head up. I'm gonna show you some equipment for the workout routine section, and then we'll finish on the overlook deck where you can do birding and other fun activities. Here's our first one, the pull-ups. My favorite tried and true exercise. So the general gist is you got a big old circuit, and it's got filled equipment like that all through it. And as you jog to each one, stop, do what it says or whatever you want to, and then you go off, jog to the next one, and you keep doing it for as many circuits as you want to do. So good luck to anyone who wants to give it a go. All right, so that takes care of the workout portion of this video. Now we have one stop left. Thank you so much for sticking with me through all this, guys. The last one is our last overlook, number 2 on the list. So let's go see it right now. Come on, come on. Here it is, the final overlook. Drink it in. So if you're hiking at the bottom end of the parking lot, you go down a little side trail, you'll get to the lookout observation deck, which is right up there. To the left of it, there's a little dirt trail path right here, and it just comes right down to this little rock that we're on now. So believe it or not, oh, what would it be? Probably 12 years ago, on this very rock here was where I asked my high school sweetheart to be my girlfriend. So I got a lot of sentimental attachment to this rock. This park is great. I'm gonna wrap it up now and head on home because I'm starving. In summary, this trail is amazing if you're in York, PA, Pennsylvania, and you're traveling through. Look up the park, Rocky Ridge, and you should check it out. If you're through Christmas time, check out the Christmas Magic Lane. Have fun. There are maps everywhere. It goes in big continuous circles, so it should be near impossible to get lost because they're all really worn in and really nice trails. All right, until next time, guys, like, subscribe. I'll be putting out more content for more parks and walkthroughs just like this one going forward. All right, I'll see you guys on the trail. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I really appreciate all of your views. So as an extra little bonus, in addition to the 2 overlooks, there's one that's really fun. I come to it all the time. I came to it all the time growing up because not many people hike down this trail. So it's usually always empty. And when you get here, you'll find out that the people that do come to this spot usually like it for its seclusion. All you have to do is go down to the end of the parking lot where the deck is, the observation deck, the pavilions. You follow the red rectangle blaze trail and you follow it all the way down and you'll get to here, this view. And in the fall, this is incredible because all the foliage is down and you can just see clear through the valley, everything down below. And it is just spectacular. And then with the fall winds coming through, it is beautiful. It's really, really fun. If you come up here, you can like jump the rocks and run around. You got little spots down here you can go spelunking and crawling through. Gosh darn, I remember when I was a teenager running through here, crawling into that crevice right there.